result to take, 2 weekends in a row. Give us your take on our loss against Brechin today.
I think it was a game that we always felt was going to be close and closely contested, and there'll be a defining moment or a couple of defining moments in the game that unfortunately didn't go our way. That the first goal it's the freakiest goal that you'll see this season. Finch is trying to clear it. Could we have done better? Possibly. I'd need to look it back, but to see it loop in over Cammie's head is just a horrible moment. But these things happen in football, and you've got to respond in the right manner. And we didn't. We let it affect us, and then before we know it, we blink and we're 2-0 down in a game that we actually started very well with the wind at our backs. So they've got a lead to defend, and then we're chasing the game, and we did chase it in the second half, and we created some half chances. But the reality is, you give Brechin a 2-0 lead, you need to do more to try and turn the game around than what we did. And it's a painful lesson for us that you can't afford to give teams opportunities like what we did.
You mentioned that fast start. Wasn't really many total clear-cut chances, but in terms of putting Brechin under pressure, Brora certainly excelled in that. And then, as you said, a kind of sucker punch with 2 goals. Half-time, a message to the players.
Just that we had to do more in the game. We let the first goal really impact us, which is, like I said, that's really frustrating, because in a game like this, you're going to get moments where you're going to be under pressure, or you're going to have to show a bit of resilience, and something like that goes against you. It can happen, and if we just dealt with that moment better, and even if you're in it half time 1-0 down, you're still very much in the game. But we said at half time that we're going to have to do something extraordinary to get back into the game. We changed the shape, we went a little bit more aggressive. We did create chances. I think we've hit the bar, and there's been one cleared off the line. There's a shout for a penalty. If one of those moments goes in our way and it's 2-1, then who knows what could happen. But the reality is, I still don't think that we did enough. We started really well, but we had the first setback in the game, and we let it impact us, and ultimately that's what's cost us the game.
It was a damaging result, as you said, but a wee bit of light news. We've seen James Walls come back into the park, a return from injury. How pleased are you to have him for the run-in of the season? Yeah,
I mean, Dubsy's been training hard. He's been desperate to get back for a number of weeks, so it looks like he's over the injury that he had. It was good to get him on the pitch. He's still got a bit to go in terms of getting his fitness where it needs to be, but he's a player that will always take the ball irrespective of how tight it is or how many players he's got round him, and we need players like that to be brave in the ball. And we've got 6 games left that we need to just give everything that we've got and see what happens.
Absolutely, it's going to be a tough run, and it always is. Seems to be in the Highland League. It's always Wednesday, Saturday. But need to put this result behind us and move on to Wednesday. What's your thoughts for our away match at Keith?
Well, we have to. We're so disappointed with the last 2 performances, and we're not going to let this season fizzle out. Far from it. There's still a lot to play for, and you just never know what can happen in football. But we have to believe that we can go and win the next 6 games. That's ultimately the challenge that's ahead of us. So we start at Keith, which won't be easy. We've struggled against them earlier in the season in the league up here, so we need to dust ourselves off very quickly and get ready for Wednesday and try and get a positive result.
Stephen, thanks for your time.